Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. You know, I was going through my eyeshadow palette drawer, and as I was going deeper in it, I saw palettes that I haven't played in for over a year, maybe 2 years. So I thought I might do a video of using forgotten favorites, if you will. Especially the eyeshadow palette, blush, foundation maybe, bronzer, highlighter, but mostly the eyeshadow palette. And the one that I saw that I kind of want to play with was this one by Natasha Denona, the Sunset palette. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember this one. I think it came out maybe like 4 years ago. Yeah, it's that old. It's one of the palettes that cost $125 or $129. Now her palettes, I believe, are $69, the smaller ones. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. I'm glad we're able to flip the lid back, and it does have, the plastic cover with the names on it, I believe. Yes, with the names and the type of shade. If it's a creamy matte, a metallic, a sparkle shade. But here are the shades in the Sunset palette. I mean, it's your typical warm orangey brown shades in here, but when I saw it, yeah, I want to use it. And I did see online that it's still available, so it's not discontinued. But let's go ahead and swatch this to kind of, re-familiarize with the shades here. Luckily, the shade names are on her website instead of me going back and forth on this little plastic cover here. But let's go with the first row, and let me bring you in closer. Let's start with the first one, which is Atmosphere. And this is a rose bronze with a metallic finish. Okay, need to blend that out just a little bit more. I mean, it is a few years old. The next one is Sinai, like in Egypt. And this is a burnt terracotta with a creamy matte finish. Oh, that's a beautiful shade. I forgot about that one. I may have to use that. Next is Ice Gold, which is a sheer golden cream with a chroma crystal finish. Okay, next is Mandarin, which is a golden mandarin with a dual chrome finish. Wow, that one's pretty. Wow, I forgot this palette and the different formulas that she has in these palettes. And then the last one on the first row, this is Bronze Age, which is a light copper with a chroma crystal finish. Oh, that one's pretty too. That's gonna be hard to decide what to use, and I haven't even finished watching this whole palette. Okay, let's go into the second row, and this is Volcano, which is a deep mauve brown with a creamy matte finish. Next is Obeyed, which is a warm gold with a chroma crystal finish. Next is Horizon, which is a warm orange with a creamy matte finish. This is Sundays, which is a true gold with a chroma crystal finish. Look at the pigmentation and the shine with those. Then we have Terra, which is a mahogany with a creamy matte finish. And let's go to the third row, which is Bermuda, and that's a pale peach nude with a creamy matte finish. Morgana is a golden coral with a dual chrome finish. Yeah, if you can see that dual chrome. Panjin, which is a deep red with a creamy matte finish. Igneous, which is a dark brown with a creamy matte finish. And the last one, this bright yellow shade, is Soul. Wow. And of course, I always run out of room, so let's put you here. And this is a warm yellow with a creamy matte finish. All right, and here are the shades in the Sunset palette. This is a pretty palette, a forgotten favorite, I guess you could say. But let's see, what kind of sunset look can I make? I can make a lot, actually. I mean, you could put these two together, actually these three together. You can add some of these shades together. Now, I've only been using one eyeshadow primer, so this is not a forgotten favorite. It's always my favorite. I haven't found another one that works on my lids. I'm trying to find one that's a little bit more my skin tone, because this one is a little bit, I wouldn't say ashy. I just want something a little bit warmer on my lids. But I do like the formula, and I do like the staying power of this primer. Let's first start with this shade, Sinai, which is this creamy matte formula, and it's a burnt terracotta. Let's put you in the outer corner first. And wow, that is pigmented. Just blend you out. It seems like they keep reformulating it and trying to make it better, quote unquote. But I have to say that there's nothing like the original formula from Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, and all these other brands that are, trying to get cheaper ingredients to make it look the same. I don't know. That's just my opinion and what I see. But I have to admit, there's nothing like the original formulas when these brands started out. I think I'm going to use either the red or the yellow. Let's lightly get into the Soul shade, this yellow shade. Put that on top and bring that in. I mean, just very lightly, because I don't want to, bright yellow on my lid, but just to have that gradient effect there. And I'm going to go back into Sinai and just kind of deepen up that shade in the crease here. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little deeper with the outer corner, so let's go into this shade, Igneous. Yes, I need to tap that off because that one I know might be pigmented, yes. And I don't wanna put too much. Okay, and then let me go ahead and blend the crease. Now, which metallic or chroma crystal shade should I try? Wow. Ooh, so many good choices. Let me go in with this shade, the Dual Chrome Morgana. Let me go in with that one. And let me use my finger. Yeah, I gotta use that one. Place you in the center. Does it look like a sunset yet? Let's go into Sundays. Let's try that one, this bright gold or true gold. Place you in the inner corner. I'm gonna use the same brush, but on the back side and go back into Morgana. Just gonna fuse those two shades together. Is this gone a little overboard here with the sunset? But hey, it's makeup. If we don't like it, we can always wash it off. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back into Sinai, which was that matte formula, or that matte shade that I applied first. And then lightly go into Soul and place that on top of that shade. And then we're just gonna deepen up the outer corner again. I think that's all I'm gonna do with this eye look. Because actually you can go crazy with this palette because there's just so many beautiful shades. Okay, so let me just kind of clean underneath my eyes because there is some fallout with those chroma crystal shades. Now for my primers, and I haven't used these in a while, and I always like to, you know, double up my primers. I'm gonna go in with this one first by Samer Who's On Me, and it's the Instant Light Primer. You use that first, it comes in a spray. Always want to put it in your hand first, not directly to your face. Yeah, I probably should have put my hair back. Yeah, I didn't want to curl my hair today, so I just kept it flat. Oh, and the other one that I'm using is this one by Chantecaille. It's the Anti-Pollution Mattifying Cream. This one right here, it's quite expensive. And this one's, I guess, my least favorite primer. For one, it is expensive, and two, it doesn't have a good smell. I don't know if I got a bad one, even from the get-go. It just didn't have a good smell. So whenever I finish that one, which I probably should use more of it so I can finish it, probably won't be getting this one again because I'm sure it's more expensive now with the cost of everything going up. But let's go into concealer, and I haven't used these in quite a while, I believe maybe months. And it's by Clé de Peau, and these are the stick concealer. It's not the new formulation, this is the older one. But yeah, it's just called concealer, and I have in two shades, Buff and Hazelnut. And I like to use Buff first because it is the lighter one. And what I do is just use my finger to warm it up, place it in the inner corner and outer corner. And then Hazelnut in the middle. Same thing with my finger, warm it up. And let me go ahead and use a brush to blend it out. For foundation, I haven't used this one in quite a while. It's also by Clé de Peau. Full name of it is the Radiant Fluid Foundation in Natural. And it's in the shade 060. Comes in a pump, and I just need one pump. It's a natural finish with a little bit of luminosity in there. And it also has skincare benefits, which I do like. I forgot how pretty this foundation is on my skin. Now, does this one have a SPF? Yeah, 25 PA++. Okay, I'm gonna go and do my brows, eyeliner, and mascara. Those are pretty much my favorites. I don't have any forgotten favorites with mascara or eyeliner. And plus, watching me putting those on can be boring. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll come back and I'll let you know what I use. And then I'll finish with other forgotten favorites. You know, I was doing my brows and I realized I didn't do underneath my eyes. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go in with that first shade that I used, Sinai. Now I'm going to use Terra. Place you more in the outer corner. Bring you more in the middle, I guess, too. And then Igneous, really outer corner. Should I put Morgana underneath? Let's try. Very carefully right there. All right, now let me finish putting the eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. let me let you know what I use for my eyes and brows. And the people who do our yard just pulled up, so I'm gonna make this quick. Hopefully they'll do the backyard first. But for my brows, this one's by Chantecaille, the brow definer in Oak Brown. And then the Suku Brow Mascara just kind of sets it in place and covers up my gray brows. And then for my eyeliner, this one by Tom Ford. Love this pen, but I found a new one that's my new favorite, and it's the one by Makeup by Mario. Love that eyeliner pen. It's kind of a close dupe to this one. And then for mascara, this one by Hourglass. I always put this one first. It's the Unlocked Mascara. And I guess you could say this one's a forgotten favorite. It's Lancome Monsieur Big. This used to be my favorite, and now since, you know, I'm going through my mascara, I went and got this one back out. So yeah, that one's a forgotten favorite, the Lancome one. All right, now let's go for bronzer, and I haven't used this one in a while. It's by Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Bronzer in shade number 3. It's in the oversized packaging, and here's what that one looks like. Let's see. Bronze me up because I do need a little bit of color. All right. Got some color. For blush, I haven't used this one in a long time. It's by Clinique and it's the Blush Pop. And I want to use the shade Fig Pop. I don't know if it will work well with this eye look, but I do like this color. Let me see if I can swatch it here. Put you there. So there's Fig Pop. Kind of a mauve-y shade. And we could say that it's part of the sunset. Yeah, I don't want it to be too orangey and peachy on my face. So Fig Pop, I think, is a good balance. Okay, for highlighter, let's go into this one by Hermes. Love this highlighter. It's very subtle, has that gold finish, has a pretty embossing there. But I haven't used you in a while, so let's go ahead. And there's a lot more. Place some underneath the brows. Just kind of highlight that area. Hey, right by the window. No, they've been doing our yard for years and they do a great job. Very nice, guys, very nice. For powder, haven't used this one in a long time. This is by Givenchy and it's the Prism Libra powder. And this one is in the shade 5. So let me just kind of tap it upside down. It does come with 4 shades. Hope you can see that. I'll put some background music here while he's going in front of the window. And when you know it, I forgot to bring a lipstick, so let me go ahead and find a shade that would work with this look, or at least close to it, and then maybe they'll move away from the window. So let me be right back. I think I found the right shade, and I believe they're on the side yard or in the backyard, so let me hurry up and finish this so they don't come back here and do the other side in the front. I'm gonna use this lip pencil by Gucci. It's in the shade Rouge. Let me swatch you. I hope this will be a good match. So the lipstick that I'll be using, I hope it's a good shade. We'll see, but it's by Dior and it's the transfer proof formula. It's in the shade 840, which is Forever Radiant. It's a brick red, so I think, you know, that'll be a pretty look. I don't want to go too orangey on the lips. And I think this is a pretty lipstick with this eye look because I didn't want to go too orangey or too bright with this eye look because I want the, you know, the emphasis to go to this eye look. These beautiful sunset shades here. Yeah, I probably should have curled my hair, but yeah, this is what we're gonna get today. But yeah, this is the finished look using forgotten favorite makeup, at least most of them, especially the eyeshadow palette by Natasha Denona, the Sunset palette. Beautiful shades, and it's making me really want to reach for a lot of her older palettes. I mean, look at those shades. And even though it's several years old, I know it has a shelf life of what, probably 12 months? No, 24. So I'm a year or 2 off, maybe 2 or 3, but they still blend it out very nice. The pigmentation is very nice. It's not mudding up with each other. The metallics is just, wow. Yeah, very pretty. Well, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying forgotten favorites. And this was fun. I want to do this more often. Yeah, this one was really fun. Well, all right, if you liked and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.